Take a look at this map of two localities in Delhi. This is Sainik Farm, an affluent locality known for its lavish farmhouses, and this is Sangam Vihar, Asia's largest unauthorized colony. The grey shows us how densely built each of these areas are. And this is a heat map. The orange indicates where temperatures are higher. Infrastructure, heat. Infrastructure, heat. Do you see a pattern here? Clearly, how hot you feel depends on where you live in Delhi. So density of housing and temperatures, how are these two really connected? To find this out, we are visiting 4 localities in Delhi. Between 12 to 1 in the afternoon, which is usually the hottest time of the day, we'll be recording temperatures of 2 adjacent localities. For this, we'll be using this device called a data logger, which is going to tell us the ambient temperatures in real time. Let's see how hot it would be if you are a pedestrian walking on the streets of Sainik Colony. So right now, where we are standing, it's under the shade of the trees, and what we are getting is a temperature of 39.4 degrees Celsius. So on the streets of Sangam Vihar, we are recording a temperature of 41.1 degrees Celsius, 2 degrees more than what we saw in Sainik Farms. This variation in degrees may not seem like a lot, but for someone who's spending a lot of their hours outside, this heat exposure can be very dangerous for them.
तो बाहर जैसे रोड पे आते हैं ऑन रोड पे वैसे तापमान बढ़ जाता है। इधर संगम विहार में तो ज़्यादा है। सैनिक फार्म में जाते हैं तो थोड़ा सा बस राहत से मिल जाते हैं क्योंकि पेड़ पौधे रहते हैं और थोड़ा खुला एरिया है।
Apart from the trees and the gardens that people have in Sainik Farms, they also have this city forest adjacent to it. So let's check what the temperature is like. Yeah, it's 39.4 degrees Celsius. Locals have told us that this is the only big park in Sangam Vihar. And here we are recording a temperature of 40 degrees Celsius, which is not only more than what we saw in city forest, but also higher than the streets of Sainik Farm. This could possibly be because we are still surrounded by concrete and houses in Sangam Vihar. So in a densely built up area, even a green space like this one is only able to give us very limited amount of relief. Recent studies have shown that there's a clear correlation between temperatures and how a city grows. Concrete, asphalt and glass, all of these absorb and retain more heat. And if green spaces are cut down to make way for this infrastructure, it reduces a city's natural ability to cool down. This is called the urban heat island effect. A new study has shown that this effect can increase warming in Indian cities by as much as 60%. Areas near the Delhi airport face some of the biggest impact of this effect. One of this is Mahipalpur. So we have 38.7 degrees here in Mahipalpur right now. So the closer that we came to this highway in Mahipalpur, the temperature that we record now is almost a degree more than what we saw inside. We have the national highway, we also have the airport behind us. And then this densely built housing over here could have all together contributed to this. So right now we are about 3 to 4 kilometers away from Mahipalpur in a place called Vasant Kunj. This is a much greener colony, it's more planned. Here we recorded a temperature of 37 degrees, which was about 2 degrees less than Mahipalpur.
The areas which are highly concretized, the areas which are highly populated, the areas where there are lots of congested housing, these areas come up as heat hotspots. When we go out in the city, that it is the economically weaker sections of the society which is highly vulnerable to heat, and not just highly vulnerable, there are also the ones who cannot have any means to safeguard themselves.